Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
Welcome, everyone. The Snyder Cut does exist. I'm a firm believer of it. Why? Because I listen to Zack Snyder. Why is he still going on about it? Why is he tweeting out pictures? Now, what does the cut exist? Does it say the Zack Snyder final cut exists? No, there's multiple cuts. There's a lot of material there. They could finish a cut. They might have to do some more work. And now might be the perfect time to release it for HBO Max. Shout out to the Film Gob, who puts together a video that I could never do. I do not have the patience for this. So, do I agree with everything Film Gob says? No, I don't agree with anyone says on the internet. I'd like to talk to Film Gob in the future. I subbed to his channel for a while. I've commented before, and I think he said, yeah, I'll have you on. So maybe in the future, I could collab with Film Gob or vice versa or whatever. But he put together a video of All Access Media saying the Snyder Cut does not exist. And my friends, Louis Lecca, the Nerd Report, and Jeffrey of Hollywood Purgatory strongly disagree with me, especially Jeffrey. I don't believe this exists. I don't believe this exists. We'll see. But the great thing is, and stay till the end of this video, because first we're going to react to the Film Gob's video. And then we're going to react to the flip-flopper Campea flip-flopping when it's trendy too. You see the strength of Access Media when the trend goes a certain way. We'll stay tuned for that. So don't stick with me, because we're gonna react to the Film Gob's video first, and then a short clip of the John Campea show where this came up again. There's a reason the fans are still behind it. We believe in you, Zack. He's another director that gets crapped on constantly by toxic fandom. When he did his job and he keeps quiet, he had a family tragedy and he still moves on. He's still respectful to the fandom and everyone. He deserves a lot of respect. He's done some amazing content. They just like to pick and choose at the stuff that there's mixed reaction to. So let's bring up the Film Gob's video first. All right, and I will provide a link in the description to this video, and probably John Campea's too. Let's have some fun laughing at movie talk, okay? Both sides of movie talk on this issue. And I 100% believe it does exist. I think it will eventually see the light of day. The only thing I think holding it up is Warner Brothers. I've talked about this before. Another show that was revolutionary was Entourage. And I think the upper people in Warner Brothers are spiteful when you don't toe the line and do exactly what they say, and that's why it hasn't seen the light of day. And they made the wrong decision with Whedon. They really did. They should have stuck behind their guy, especially when he had a family tragedy. All that Zack Snyder has done for Warner Brothers, and they kicked him to the curb when he had a family, and they exploited a family tragedy to do what they wanted. They exploited his family tragedy. I 100% believe that. To do what they wanted. Just make another Avengers movie. And it didn't work. I mean, I still had fun with Justice League, but it could have been a lot better. All right. Oh, I watched some of it. I watched most of it already. So here we go.
What's so funny?
No such thing exists.
Nor will they.
It doesn't exist.
It does
It
exist.
doesn't exist.
It does
It
exist.
never existed.
It
I'm glad
always
we're getting
has.
this news.
You want to tell it to me?
Bunch of
Warner
them.
Brothers won't release.
That's
a
all I
cut
needed
of
to hear.
Justice League that never existed in the first place.
And we're going to start with this. And
Did
hopefully,
the
this will be the
movie?
last
Wait,
time
did
ever
Did
Let me
movie
talk
talk exist?
about the Snyder Cut.
It is no joke.
Oh.
It is right on the money. It never existed. I'm glad we're getting this news.
This
Well-
is quite the Pula.
Unfortunately, movie talk doesn't exist anymore. At least not the Collider kind. It exists here with the Madman and the Film Gob and some others like Lewis and the Gray Order. We're bringing movie talk back. We're making movie talk great again. Maybe this is how we got this far. Not accepting another point of view and just dismissing it. Maybe that's why Collider movie talk doesn't exist
Pullits are
anymore.
winning
I'm
scoop
just
here.
saying.
The Wall Street Journal.
No, it's exactly what I've been telling people too. Look, the people that think that a Snyder cut exists are just woefully ignorant.
Hey,
to
wait a
how movie
second.
Productions
Wait a second.
Thousands of
Snyder cut exists.
Hey, Robert Meyer Burnett is wearing a shirt I never got from my Zavi order of the Aliens collection. That pisses me off. I ordered it and I never got this shirt. I ordered the combo. So the shirt does exist, Zavi. I got some issues with you. Seriously, I just noticed that. He has the shirt and he orders from Zavi too because he gets the 3D Blu-rays and Steelbooks. I'm pissed off. All right, let's get back to the video.
Are just woefully ignorant to how movie productions work.
the thousands of hundreds of thousands of people who are demanding the Snyder cut. It doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
I know enough of what's going on behind the scenes to know that, guys, there's no Snyder cut. It's impossible to put together.
There you go.
It just doesn't exist.
But why does anyone care about the Snyder cut still? It's like, who cares? It's
I
over.
care.
Everyone cares.
I still care.
I'm like, wake the fuck up. It's like
No such thing exists.
And nor will they. And nor will they.
You're talking about the release the Snyder cut?
Yes!
Like weirdos.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
They're weirdos.
What?
The Snyder cut that, like,
I'm no weirdo.
that you guys think is out there. Yeah, that doesn't exist. Just look to the future. Don't stop looking at the past. You know, it doesn't matter.
There
Yes,
isn't
it
a
does,
Secret
man.
Sack version hidden.
Oh,
somewhere.
here's a
It doesn't exist.
Midnight
There is no cut.
Sage.
We're never gonna see this.
I trust them
It's-
implicitly.
because it doesn't really exist because
But if you ask me, I don't think there is a Zack Snyder cut
Yes.
of Justice League.
Yes,
real talk.
Oh,
Justice League
here we
Zack Snyder
real
cut.
talk.
Does this thing actually exist? No,
I trust this guy.
because it don't exist. It really does not.
Like I said, the Snyder cut is not happening.
I don't know who this guy
got
is.
3 WB sources telling me a Tooth Fairy is more likely to show up at my house with a new cut of the Snyder cut. So Snyder cut ain't happening. So probably not gonna see a Snyder cut for another 20 years.
I would love to hear your thoughts as an editor about, because I think maybe there's a little misunderstanding about what that cut actually might be. I understand the desire for the fan base to see whatever Zack Snyder would have done, but it's an impossibility. And
I really don't think we're ever going to get the Snyder cut.
that a completed, finished Zack Snyder cut of Justice League exists. It does not. I'm going to tell you right now, it does not.
You know anything about the Snyder cut?
Well, I know what a whole bunch of people on Twitter keep crying out for, but it doesn't exist. It's just not happening. It doesn't exist. I mean, I'm still waiting for the Snyder cut to be released.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It doesn't exist.
Ah, Zachary Levi.
An assembly of his version is maybe, what would you put it at? I'd put it at 35 minutes. Put it at 35 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure there wasn't even music over it.
No.
Like, that's not a cut of a movie.
We are
It
talking
is.
about a significant amount of money, a lot of money.
They would have to put millions of dollars to getting this thing finished.
Okay.
Try to. It's got raw material and unfinished CGI.
It still is a
The
cut,
amount of money that Warner Brothers, would
even
have
if
to
he's
put
true,
into
even
it
if he's right.
to create a Zack Snyder cut. I just don't think it's financially viable for them to do it. So, I mean, personally, I don't see it happening.
But it doesn't exist.
But it doesn't
He didn't
exist.
get a chance to
Wow,
do it.
Gob,
I
how did
understand
you
the
get this
fans
much
who
footage?
clamor for things that don't actually exist. This has just been the stupidest internet meme that I can recall in some time.
Instead of just sending a hashtag Snyder release a Snyder cut and yell and scream,
Yeah.
I don't know, look around.
he just can't tell them type of stories, man. I like Zack Snyder a lot as a director.
And I'm a Zack Snyder fan.
Now, you guys have heard me talk about Zack Snyder.
Oh,
I'm a
here
big
we
Zack
go.
Snyder fan.
I do know this. He needs to stop with the bullshit. He needs to get off social media.
And
He
stop
needs to
trolling.
stop with trolling with the.
He's not
with all the Justice
trolling.
League stuff.
He
is
did
not
work.
doing
Hey,
himself any
hey,
favors.
hey,
I'm like, that's cool.
Campea.
But you're living in a fucking dream world.
Campea. I'm stopping it here. If you created and put as much work and effort into a vision, and then the studios stopped you, you'd be the first one ranting about it, about a studio hampering artistic vision. If you did all that work and you just had it at your fingertips, you'd be tweeting out that shit too. Every single one of you complaining about Zack Snyder releasing it. Put your heart and soul into a project, and then have a studio interfere when you have one of your darkest moments in life, and then spin it like they're helping you, and then never release your entire vision. You'd be doing the same damn thing. He's handled it much better than any of you asshats camping on the internet. Release the Snyder Cut. Let's get back to the video. All right. Well, this is a long video.
Okay.
And all he's doing is turning off other producers and studios from wanting to work with them.
I'm like, wake the fuck up. It's like,
I hated Man of Steel. I thought he
Oh.
blew dick in BVS. And in Justice League, I was like, oh, I can get behind
Roxy.
Henry Cavill.
No, Roxy, no.
He sounds like a moron.
What?
This
I don't care.
I'm getting
I don't
pissed.
care. It's like, I mean, from
Yeah, you don't
from
care
me-
about movie
And
talk
they
anymore.
want the Zack Snyder
Harloff.
cut, which probably doesn't exist, to be released. This will never happen.
Zack Snyder fans think movies are just a bunch of scenes in a row.
No.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen Thor. I haven't seen Justice League.
Did you like Thor?
Yeah, I did.
You did. It's a buddy comedy, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, and that's what's missing. That's what's been missing from the DC universe.
But the more shocking one is Gal. Gal came out and said release the Snyder Cut. Now,
Yeah, exactly. Everyone involved, the actors all supported
That's the only
it.
thing it is. So it's really curious and baffling to me
Because it
that she wants
exists.
to release this
Because
old
it exists.
Wonder Woman of the past. He says the lead actor for Shang-Chi,
Oh.
Simu Liu, tweeted out the
It
Snyder Cut.
exists.
Dave Bautista also hyping that shit up on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't want no Snyder Cut to be released because at this point, if it comes out,
We need
I'll
it.
watch it.
We need. Oh, see
that
how
sheet in the
how
vault, dead, don't put that sheet together.
Oh, see how he leaves the door open. If it actually comes out, I'll watch it so I can have a video. Your movie talk pundits are the joke, not Zack Snyder. I'll tell you that right now. If you wanted to see me go hard on Lewis on the Nerd Report, I'm going to cover this the next time I'm on his show. And yeah, Jeffrey, we're going to battle it out about the Snyder Cut. It does exist. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Because at the end of the day, bro, I know the fandom. Fandom is toxic. You give fandom a marshmallow, they'll live off that shit for 3 weeks. These haters, bro, they don't listen to logic, bro. I sat back in 2016.
Take your own advice.
BBS first
Take
came
your own
out,
advice.
and I had the very first BBS rant on YouTube.
And that's
There was
bullshit.
One rant on YouTube at one point, and it was mine.
Oh, see, that's what it's about.
Everybody
About the
else,
rant.
look at
About
Chris
the rant.
Stuckman's review of that.
Oh, he wants to have the first rant. That's what this fandom is. Just rants. Hating on everything. Batman v Superman was a lot better than people give it credit for. And the general public loves the crap on it because they love the crap on everything after the fact. Does it have problems? Yes. Does it have as many problems as other movies out there? No, there are some great moments in there.
That sheet. He gave it a B.
I'm going to give Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice a C+.
Look at them try not to destroy it with the trash that it is. Here we are 3 years later, and now the rest of the world understands that BVS is trash.
It's not.
Those same movie reviewers probably won't even talk about the sheet no more because they know BVS is
Good job, Film Gob.
fake. It's a facade. They are tricking you, and you guys don't even know it. They won't still tell that real truth beneath the surface.
But that 30 minutes make this movie way better. I can't even lie. I can't even lie.
Oh.
They actually they filled in so much missing stuff from this movie with the 35 minutes of extra footage. I give this movie a B minus. Yes.
Views,
get
them
them subs,
views,
get
get
that
that
money.
money.
Oh,
why.
man.
You're playing the
Oh,
game
that's pretty
at
rough.
the cost of your own integrity.
Jody's.
I understand all that shit, but I'm not doing it.
Oh.
Money and the money.
Oh. Oh. I know they're like I know Close likes Jody's corner, but
Mama mentality, bro. $5.
Question there. I mean, I can't answer
Oh.
this. The two executives, maybe four executives, made several $1 million of
We
Christmas
miss you.
bonuses by rushing that out November 17th. Who knows how many people made what? I'm not in charge of that division. So.
Rest in peace.
Chef, is there any world when we could ever see the Snyder Cut?
Yes, there is.
Oh no. All right. Okay. So after we enjoyed that, let's get to Campea. You're gonna love this. Great work, Film Gob. Hey, I'm not hating on Jody's what is it, Jody's movie corner either. But yeah, movie pundits, movie YouTubers love to contradict themselves when it benefits them in the algorithm. I'm sure he'll come out with a video. So this is Film Gob versus Movie Talk. He did good work there. I hope he never does one on me. We'll see. All right, so now let's get to the Campea, the Cam Girl Campea, the original Movie Talk Cam Girl. He spends a lot of time doing that. And let's bring up his video. This is fun. I'm having a lot of fun. And here's the title of it. The Snyder Cut time is now, when it could do some good. I thought you said it didn't exist, but now you have a video saying the time is now? Okay, Campea, let's see what he's got to say. All right. Okay, let me get this full screen. I got to get rid of some of this. Oh, okay. Turn it up.
A lot of us, what most people understand and know is that it's not an actually ready to be released theatrical kind of thing. It's not complete. I mean, yeah, you can go over to his house, sit down, as Jason Momoa has, by the way. You can go over to his house and he can show you something and he can play his cut of the movie for you, but it's not a theatrically.
Okay.
I know you.
I
know you are beyond sick of hearing and talking about the Snyder Cut and everything associated with it. But what would you think of Warner Brothers just releasing it as is? I know it's not actually complete, since so many people are trapped at home during this virus mess.
Hey, even if it's complete, it's still
give a
uncut.
little joy to.
How do movie fans and pundits, movie talk people, personalities do not understand this? Even if it's not finished, a cut can exist. It just doesn't have the final special effects done. It could totally. This is how movies are made. How do you not understand this? They do preliminary visual effects, place it together, and they place the whole movie together before they get the final special effects done to make sure everything flows. How do you not know this? How do all you movie talk idiots not understand this? That it absolutely can exist. It doesn't mean it's not. That doesn't mean it's 100% polished, finished visual effects. They could even have somewhat in between special effects before they decided to jump over to the Joss Whedon Avengers train that caused them problems. Just like Solo, they're not hijacking these films like they used to and wrecking the original director's vision. So let's hear a little bit more of Campea.
To some people, what do you think? What harm can it do? All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Amir. And oh my God, here we are again. Talking about the Snyder Cut yet again. All right.
Yeah,
To
and
sum
you get
up,
paid for it.
here's something that everybody's got. What I have said about the Snyder Cut forever. Everybody knows. Everybody say it along with me. I know there are apples in the bag. I'm saying there's not watermelons in the bag. I know you've all heard me say it a billion times. I know. But for those who don't know what it means, is basically this. We all know that Zack Snyder has some kind of cut of
there you
what a lot
go.
of us,
There
what
you
most
go.
people
That's all we needed
understand
to
and
hear.
know is that it's Snyder has some kind of, let me say it a billion times, I know. But for those who don't know what it means, is basically this. We all know that Zack Snyder has some kind of cut of
Okay.
What a lot of us, what most people understand, know that Zack Snyder has some, don't know what it means, is basically this. We all know that Zack Snyder has some kind of cut of the movie.
Okay, Film Gob, that's where you need to clip in the rest. That is where you need to finish your finish your cut. So thanks for joining me. The Snyder Cut exists. Release the Snyder Cut. I could get, you know what, my pal Lewis does say, complete the Snyder Cut. I think that's also a good hashtag. I think it does exist. I think it needs some polish to before the eye. Although if I had my choice of never seeing it or seeing the cut as it exists without the final polish, I will obviously see it. But release the Snyder Cut and finish the Snyder Cut. Hashtags both work for me. Thanks, Film Gob. I had a laugh at that video, and you do a lot more work than I do here on mine. I'll see you next time.